Her first post-separation place. Her first place of her own, period. Crappy, but at least it had been hers. The front window was open about 6 inches for air, and she heard a fan whirring inside. But that was all. She thought about knocking, and abandoned the idea. Stacy wasn't there. Your place? Near your place? She crossed the street, registered the "whoa" from the guys still hanging around outside the bar without any interest at all, and opened the door to the familiar scent of beer and disinfectant, and the sight of a few slumped forms on bar stools, hanging around until the bitter end for last call. She scored a drunken invitation that she ignored. But certainly no Stacy. Back to the car again, where the clock on the dash ticked over to 1:43 a.m. as she bumped across the railroad tracks, turned left on Harding, and stopped in front of the 3-story block of student apartments. She pulled out her phone and called her sister again. No answer. She put her finger on the doorbell and kept it there until a hostile blonde in a shorty robe, with her hair straggling out of a ponytail, pulled the door open with a, "What the hell?" Stacy's roommate, Mandy. "Is Stacy here?" Rochelle asked. She couldn't explain the urgency driving her, or what she'd heard in her youngest sibling's voice, and the sounds she'd heard after that had her here at 2 in the morning, but she knew it was real. The girl glanced behind her, toward the single bedroom. "No. Where'd she go?" "Party, I think. Something like that." The door was closing, and Rochelle shot a hand out to hold it open. "A party where?" she demanded. She got a shrug for that. "I don't know. Not a frat, because I didn't hear about it. With some guy." "Do you mind? It's the middle of the night." "With what guy? It's already Monday. Doesn't she have to work tomorrow? Today?" The girl's expression sharpened, and something Rochelle couldn't identify flitted across her face. "I don't know," she said. "You'd have to ask her." "And could you leave? I have to work tomorrow anyway." "When she comes back," Rochelle insisted. "Call me, okay?" She pushed past the girl into the apartment, flipping on the light along the way to the accompaniment of an outraged, "Hey!" from Mandy. After a quick scrabble for a pen on Stacy's desk, she was writing her own cell number on a piece of notebook paper and shoving it at Mandy. "Here, you have no idea? Who's this guy? A student?" A shrug from Mandy. "I don't know. Hardly met him. Hot." "Nice. Love the way you've got her back," Rochelle said, and got another blank stare. There was nothing else here, so she left, then sat in her car with her hands on the steering wheel, and thought. Your place. Not the house they'd grown up in, the house where their parents still lived. That would be our house. Only one place Stacy could have meant, and Rochelle swore at herself for not thinking of it first, however unlikely it seemed. Heavy metal. She knew that sound all too well, the music she'd always switched off the second she'd walked in the door. She picked up her phone again and dialed a number she'd long since deleted from her contacts, but couldn't erase from her memory. 4 rings. Then, voicemail. "It's me. You know what to do." She swore again and started up the car. Memory lane. Here she came. The only place left to look, and the last place she wanted to go. The little car ate up the miles of dark highway, the route as familiar as breathing, after years spent driving it back and forth to work every single day. Only a few sets of headlights flashed by along the way, and once she'd turned off onto the side road,